Radiant team back.
G'day and welcome to the grand finals of the Chinese regional qualifiers for TI11. We have in one corner RNG up against XtremeGaming in the other corner. And already from the first picks, Marcy from XtremeGaming, Earthshaker and Puck from RNG. No mucking around here. Lots of control and damage. I think exemplifying where this meta is heading towards, moving away from that slow sustain and heading into burst, burst, burst. And look at the snap picks. There is no mucking about here. Both teams still with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in reserve time. Give me a moment. So the Lone Druid picked up for XtremeGaming. Lau will be taking that one first. As the POS 1 Lone Druid, most likely. Marcy being played by PYW, I would believe, be a mid Somnus Puck, and like Kaka on that Earthshaker. So the bans that have come out, Enigma and DP, first phase ban, and Undying and Bat, first phase bans for Xtreme, so removing that control plus tower push from both sides. Second phase bans start moving towards Ores for XtremeGaming. They're getting rid of the Lifestealer and the Troll, as well as the Tide Hunter. So when you get rid of a Lifestealer, sort of maybe you want to pick a bit more of a team fighty hero, you know, against the bear. You don't want the Lifestealer hitting into the bear, and Troll can deal with the bear as well. So both of them being preemptively banned out, so the Lone Druid has a good game. On the side of RNG, they get rid of the Primal Beast, the Zeus, and the Ember, targeting the mid picks for XtremeGaming. As the Lich we've seen being picked more and more in the last few days, sometimes successfully, sometimes not, but in all cases, the Lich seems to have had a decent impact.
10 seconds remaining.
So the Frost Armor can slow down the pushes fairly significantly once you get that level 4. But it's a very hard thing to engage into. If you jump a target and they get Frost Armored, you're just going to have to amp up all your damage that's going into that target to get the kill. And sometimes it's just not worth it. And the slow enables you to turn around in a quick manner. Chase him down. If you engage in, you get caught and you're sort of stuck. So Lich, I think we'll see a lot more of Lich in the coming months on this patch. Lina, we grabbed from XtremeGaming. They're going for that strong mid-laning hero. Surprised it wasn't actually banned out from RNG when you have the Puck already there. Trying to get rid of mid-laners that are going to cause issues, but RNG not rating Lina as the one they couldn't deal with. Leaving in the pool. Lina has looked very strong in lanes, but it doesn't always transition to that late game scary hero. If they can get enough farm to get the the crit stick with either Daedalus or Silver Edge, and then move into maybe a Satanic or some of the late game, maybe a Skadi, it's very powerful. But the Lina won't always get there. So now the picks have slowed down. We had 6 picks and 5 bans each of just pace. But now using some reserve time, Xtreme think about it and they grab the Earth Spirit. They go back for it. So PYW Earth Spirit was not banned out. Hype train incoming. We're gonna see this man handle this Earth Spirit once again, and it's a show. We're gonna be ready for a show. This would indicate that the Marcy is being played by Old 11 in the off lane. Unless it's a 5 Marcy and they just go all in with the brawl. All in with the strength heroes. I mean, you've got rid of the DPs out of the draft. You've already removed a Lifestealer and a Tide Hunter. So if you're going to go all in greed on the tanky draft, this is probably the one for XtremeGaming to go for it. 4th pick coming up for RNG. They look to have their mid and their 2 supports, so probably their offlane pick coming next. With Tide taken out, Primal Beast gone as well, Death Prophet removed. So the meta picks are a little bit limited. Marcy grabbed up as well. A Dawnbreaker is available. Dawnbreaker is available. And with the puck, I mean, it's a good combo. Mars, Dawnbreaker, both very good with the puck. You can lock them down with that coil, throw the Solar Guardian in on top, and get a lot of value out of that.
Dire team banned.
Brewmaster instead. So looking for more disruption in the team fight. Throw the coil down, maybe Cyclone off a core to the side, and control the team fight that way. Between the Earthshaker, Puck, and Brewmaster, they have, I guess, the Lich with the Sinister Gaze as well. They have so much control in this fight from RNG. Can't help but think that the Brewmaster might need an Aeon Disc or a BKB at least moving into the late game. PYW might find him, and the Chain Stun will probably be there between the Marcy and the Lina to get the kill off before he is able to ult. So possibly Aeon Disc late game, depending on how the lane and early mid game progresses. Certainly don't want to be a Brewmaster that doesn't get to ult. Final phase bans here. Xtreme will take out a couple of cores, seeing that RNG have their POS 1 still to pick. And RNG will be more targeting the support position. I don't think you can assume this Marcy is support. I think you have to go Marcy 3, Lone Druid 1, Lina mid, Earth Spirit 4, and they're looking for their POS 5 here. Well, how do you ban POS 5 heroes? What is it you're trying to get rid of? Maybe the Willow, but Willow's a bit greedy in the 5 position. Chen is actually still available. Ooh, Chen with the Lone Druid actually. Oh, they're wagering that it's a support Marcy. They banned out the Dark Seer. So thinking that the offlane pick is still to come, Xtreme may have sold on the bait here, and RNG have taken it. TA and the PA removed from XtremeGaming.
Remaining. 5 seconds. Dire team pick.
And the Mars. Yeah, so 2 offlane heroes aimed at the pick here. I think maybe RNG just securing themselves here, making sure that they don't get bluffed with this last pick. You know, if Xtreme want to pick a support, there's plenty to go from. There's Disruptor still in the pool. I think Grimstroke is actually a little bit underrated at the moment. Maybe not necessarily with this draft, but certainly could be seen in this final series. My point being, it's pretty difficult to ban out supports when you have 2 bans left. So just secure your bans. Make sure that there is no surprise offlaner still coming in on this draft. And let Xtreme pick a support if they wish to do that last. In terms of cores for RNG, just while we're waiting, I believe the TB is still available. So Terrorblade being very popular. Actually, they won against XtremeGaming with the TB yesterday. I think that was the game. I remember I saw a TB winning a game. Maybe that was the lower bracket semi-final. But TB is still in the draft. Juggernaut is there. But Juggernaut's not great when there's targets to soak up the Omni Slash. So last pick Pango. And you'd think that the Pango's the core. They really go all in on this tanky draft. The Lone Druid, Earth Spirit, Pangolier, Marcy. I mean, Alina is probably the easiest one to bring down out of all of those, but she's going to have plenty of cover and supporting fire coming through. Question is, can the side of RNG get onto this Lina in the back lines? They've got the tools with a Brew and a Puck. Blink on Earthshaker will do fine. Oh, you last pick Pango and leave the Bloodseeker in the pool. That's very, very risky, Xtreme Gaming, because this is what can happen. Ghost is going to be playing that POS 1 Bloodseeker, and Old 11 is going to have a terrible game. We've spoken about this so many times. The Bloodseeker is just such a hard counter into the Pangolier. He effectively can't roll in the team fights if Bloodseeker's around, and that Rupture is still available. Might have to work himself towards a Lincoln's, but even then it's a long way away, and will delay his other items. You know, as this Pangolier, you want to get the Diffusal and the Basher online pretty quickly, but you detour off to grab that Lincoln Sphere, your game impact is going to be reduced, and until you have it, what are you going to do? You may as well not even have the Diffusal, because you're not going to be able to roll anywhere. PYW will be playing the Earth Spirit, DY on the 5 Marcy, so RNG actually read the draft correctly and took out a couple of the offlaners in the Mars and the Darkseer. Really good bans in the end. And here we go. Game 1 between XtremeGaming and RNG in this Grand Final Best of 5 series. And immediately, both teams smoking up, moving out to get that early vision down. Xnova with the manners. DY replies with a little tooting of his horn as well. So Obs on the Lena. PYW has the Sentry. They're both coming out. We'll just run into each other, DY and Kaka at the moment in the top lane. Try and get the bear close enough to maybe get that level 1 route, but won't make it there. Welcome in the stream, anyone who's joining today. So, Obs planted down on the high ground. RNG will get that one down there. A little bit deeper on the mid lane. So this one's less likely to get dewatered. It provides a little less vision. But a sentry that's planted in this sort of area or just in the river up here might not quite catch this mid ward. Both teams just... Xnova has 2 sentries on him, ready to try and get in early level 1 D ward. Chalice trying to contest the bear, but that's not a good idea. No DY in the area as well, bottom. Runes, Xnova, and then 11 jumps in, but there's a 2-man fissure. Runes will be claimed. UIW is being chased down. This might be a first blood. Frost Nova comes through the body blocks from Old 11 up the high ground. Ghost, he's got the level 1 thirst, and now Old 11 is being chased down as well. Jumps up onto the high ground. Kaka's there, has a fissure. Might be the 2 kills. He gets the bounty rune. Value Old 11. He's going to run him away for as long as possible. The last right click comes through from Xnova. So 2 kills off the bat for RNG in this bottom lane. Ghost will be here playing the POS 1 Bloodseeker. Be laning against PYW on the Earth Spirit. And the Pangolier being played by Old 11. Xnova will be here to support him on the Lich. In the mid lane, Paparazzi for XtremeGaming playing the Lena. And he'll be laying up against Somnus for the Puck for RNG. And in the top lane, DY on the Marcy, supporting Lau on the POS 1 Bear. Lone Druid. And they're laning against the Chalice, the Brewmaster, and Kaka on the Earth Spirit. We'll get thrown back, Kaka, by the Dispose. But Bear not finding any roots at the moment. And it will be fine. Wait till you get the level 2 on DY with the jump in, with a little bit of attack speed. Bottom lane, chasing down 11. The Blood Right will hit, but it won't be enough damage. Salve coming up from Xnova, ready to keeping this harass war going. In the top lane, creeps have been pulled over to the side. Will he get the range creep here? Does secure it, Lau, making sure that's an important one. Want to get those early levels. Kaka trying to trade a bit. There's the root. We're waiting for the level 2 bear. D-wards on D-wards here, but PYW still managed to block the camp for the time being. And already this Bloodseeker having a really good game. It's not what you want to see when you have a core Pangolier against this Bloodseeker. It's going to be a rough game, it looks like already. Positive news though for XtremeGaming after those initial 2 kills. Actually, Old 11, he's got to be careful. Is that in the mid lane, Paparazzi does have a bit of an early lead, 13-4, 9-3 on Somnus. And you can see Paparazzi just holding this high ground, making it really hard for Somnus to get any last hits. And in they go with the Blood Ride again. Old 11 will jump out of the radius. PYW missing on the roll. The Ghost, he's just forcing him back. The salve will be used again, and the more regen is going to be needed on this bottom lane. They're blocking up the camp again. PYW rolling across to get it, but he's left Old 11 alone. We'll have to use the Swashbuckle to get back in the lane. Paparazzi just trying to get the damage out. I think he did actually clip him on Somnus there. Will take a couple of tower hits for his trouble, so maybe not all that worth it in the end, but with the right clicks, Fiery Soul will do enough. Somnus is actually going in. One from Paparazzi. We'll be able to turn around. Full Courier. Maybe he killed here. Nice little pick there from PYW. Ghost just walking the Courier through, and Ghost not getting his items from this early, positive early game for him. In the top lane, DY is level 2. Jumps in with the rebound. Dispose back. Root following up. Not managing to get that secondary route to get the kill. Actually, Chalice walks back in. Tempting fate in the bottom lane. Old 11, he's being chased down underneath the tower, but the tower last hit will come through and get him. And Old 11, with that Ring of Health, just surviving a little bit too long. And the dive was on. But wasn't successful, so this excellent early game from the Bloodseeker has just turned around momentarily. Lost his Courier, now dies underneath between the tier 1 and tier 2. And it may just give this bottom lane for XtremeGaming a little bit of a chance to recover. Ooh, they're thinking about going on X-Nova. There's a lot of burst. PRW level 3 with the 2 in the Boulder Smash. Old 11 only burst himself. Shield Crash plus Swashbuckle. Will Woods on DY, looking to get some vision deeper in the jungle at some point. Jump in, once again trying to grab Chalice, but the rebound just isn't quite within the range. And Chalice will walk it away. Those Tranquil Boots will be healed up bottom lane. X-Nova kicked back. Do they want to commit? Thinking about it. Swashbuckle's available, but no Shield Crash just at the moment. Lau working into that Mask of Madness for the bear early on. DY just looking to sustain in the lane. Paparazzi, they're trading blows this mid lane. Somnus and Paparazzi, they're not giving each other an easy time at all. But Somnus does manage to dodge the damage that time. URW is coming mid though. Somnus is a little deep in the river. Actually, but who's rotating on who? Paparazzi's caught by Kaka. And with the orb roll through from URW, there's the rebound, and Kaka will just go down to the last right click. Increased damage coming out from that level 1 sidekick. So Paparazzi happy with that one. We'll get the salve off and be happy in the bottom lane. Or bottom river. Somnus does dodge the roll, but there's a Laguna along with the rebound, and it's a double kill now for Paparazzi. That early couple of deaths on the side of XtremeGaming now but a distant memory as they make some early rotations and are able to get the job done. The problem still remains for this offlane Pangolier that this entire game is going to be rough for him. Ghost is almost level 6 already. There's the level 5. Once that Rupture comes online, Old 11 will not be able to use his ultimate. If that Bloodseeker is anywhere in the vicinity. Bear has got the better route now. Just holding the skill point to get the resummon. Here it comes at the rebound. Resummon Bear. Blocking him up. disposed back in, and Chalice will die before the level 6 comes online. Good little play there from Lau, just holding that skill point, getting the double root, and we'll secure that kill. Bloodright comes through with the gaze, actually gets the jump out of it, and PYW's here with the follow-up damage. Kaka has the stun, onto 2. But both teams will just walk it off, and so they're happy with that trade. DY arrives a little late to the party, doesn't catch anyone. Shield Crash just providing the extra survivability for Old 11. %20 damage reduction per hero. It's a lot. If you get that off on 2, 40% damage reduction. That's just flat. Somnus will come in with this silence over under Paparazzi and plenty of right clicks. Paparazzi feeling some of his own medicine there, but he's got a Falcon Blade. Did manage to snag up the Arcane Rune, and will be pretty happy still in this mid lane. Odd 11, no points in the lucky shot, so finds it hard to trade. He's just baiting Ghost a little bit. In comes DY with the rebound. Dispose will be available as well. Kick comes throughout and the stun from PYW, but Ghost is running away. Do they have any more damage? There it is, the final shield crash. X-Nova pulls him in, but there's a 3-man coil. Somnus makes the rotation. Karka's walking in, trying to get the chain stun, but rolling again from PYW. Here arrives Paparazzi. As the Laguna Blade catches in the trees with the LSA onto Kaka. And with the arrival of the Lina, there's no way RNG can fight into this. The Bloodseeker did go down in the middle of that. And Ghost TP's immediately back out, refilling the bottle up for Somnus. Level 5 actually gets the pull in on the Paparazzi. Silence will miss from the Bloodright, but that doesn't mean the damage won't be there. He's chasing through fast on Ghost. Paparazzi can't make his way well. X-Nova has been gone on in the middle of the fight, but the chain stun comes from Kaka, and Somnus with the 2-man orb, catching both Old 11 and PYW. Old 11 goes down to the Rupture, and PYW will die in the trees, and it's 4 dead for the side of XtremeGaming. RNG just cleans up on the bottom lane. Maybe just hanging around a little too long, and RNG making him pay with the level 6 of Ghost coming online. Lau this entire time though, farming up with the Lone Druid. Has the phase boots on the bear, working into the Mask of Mass. In fact, it might be just coming out now. Yes, I think that's complete. So
Radiant structures are fortified.
We'll transfer that over, and the Mask of Madness is complete for the bear. So farm speed and also kill potential will increase for this Lone Druid. If he gets to hit a tower, that won't last be long for the world either. Ghost moving directly into the Maelstrom, wants to have that farming potential, but also the ability to fight reasonably early with that Rupture. Wants to use that Rupture pretty frequently and really anywhere where the Pango is at. 6 available on X-Nova, so we have a Chain Frost. It's not yet leveled. Kaka only 5 at this point. Blink Dagger, he's only 1200 away, so it's going to be a reasonably early Blink Dagger after the Tranquils and the Magic Stick, just for a little bit of value. Book is actually being bought just now too, so actually I was under the impression X-Nova had used the book to get that level 6, but Kaka will have the Echo Slam very, very soon once that book arrives. Bottom lane, they're trying to set up on Old 11. The Rupture's available, so Old 11 can't really roll away here. It's going to show. There's no vision for him further into the jungle, and there's the Rupture. Immediately comes out. He's going to try and roll and TP. Will there be enough damage? Oh, he just gets home. That level 1 Rupture not quite doing enough damage, and of course no stuns coming out from the Earthshaker in that Rolling Thunder form. That baits the Rupture. We'll now try and move back out on the map, but that's a Rolling Thunder used, you know. You want to make a play with that level 6, not just use it to survive a Rupture. And with the catapult coming in, this bottom tower for Xtreme is under a little bit of threat. Old 11, 2-man shield crash. We'll get the damage reduction. Pretty safe. Silence comes out with the Fissure. Gaze will hold him in the middle of it, but he's under the effects of the Seeds of Serenity, so with that new neutral item, we'll just heal up on that bottom lane without too many issues. 3-man smoke now for XtremeGaming. PYW, DY, and Paparazzi moving through their triangle to this bottom lane. They did see the side of RNG in the area. The scan comes out. Know that someone's around. No longer hitting. Be careful of this X-Nova Chain Frost. You don't want to group together for it. Early levels before heroes have too much HP. It does deal a lot. Rebound comes through. Follow-up stun into X-Nova. There is a Blood Right. We'll just catch over onto the Marcy. But with this rotation, I think they're going to be pretty confident to commit on this tower, and Ghost makes the call to run it out. And in return, the trade will try to be done on this mid tower. Somnus is doing as hard as he can, working as hard as he can to try and get the damage in, but won't quite come as quickly. TP mid from X-Nova. I'll try and damage this bear as much as possible. No Witchblade yet on Somnus, so the right clicks aren't hurting too much, particularly on this Lone Druid bear just yet. Diving in, will catch over onto Kaka, dispose back. Echo will be committed on the bear, but there's the silence follow-up, and Kaka will look like he's going to go down. He's actually still living with the Frost Shield. He walks away a little bit longer. Lao Spirit. The bear is in ultimate form. He's still going down. Ghost is actually in the middle of the fight. He can't sustain through the damage. The bear needs to heal him. There is a coil. He's trapped in there. Paparazzi trying to help himself out. He's still alive on the Lone Druid. Oh, finally he goes down with the Blood Right. Chalice will walk away. Somnus won't orb over and will instead just keep himself safe up on that top side. So the Lone Druid does die, but at what cost? It's 3 dead on the side of Xtreme, and only the 2 supports of RNG go down. Ghost was able just to walk away. DYW rolls in, kicks back Chalice. There is a silence coming through on the ground. DY with the dispose and the rebound, but you're just jumping into your own death. Somnus is here with the DD. With the Witchblade, DY is going to have troubles getting out of this. Another orb is available. We're going to try and throw it out. DY does juke off to the side. LSA catches onto the puck. He orbs through the other side. DY will dodge the silence, but the last 2 right clicks come through. And while this is happening, Lao, he doesn't have his ultimate. The bear needs to somehow help him, but it's not enough. Ghost is just charging through. 2-man Fisher. Kaka trying to follow up, but Somnus, he has no fear. Two-man orb once again. Alt 11. That damage reduction, it's not enough with Ghost and the Frost Blast coming through. RNG are just feeling themselves right now. Chasing down Xtreme. And that's another 4 deaths, even 5. Yeah, a full 5-man team wipe. PYW managed to respawn while it was still occurring. X-Nova taking a ward on the top lane. Just get the vision in the lane. Maybe anticipating a push up to this tier 1 tower momentarily. See if there's any heroes rotate in. 2k gold lead now to RNG. As we switch over to net worth, we see that the Bloodseeker is at the top of the charts with 7.7k. The Lone Druid and Lena, though, are not far behind. Just under the 7k mark at the moment. Puck trailing close behind them. Chalice with the ultimate once again ready, and already the Vladimir's offering, working into the Blink Dagger. So there is fighting on the mid lane. Laguna comes out onto Kaka, and they do get a 1-for-1 trade. Echo was committed. Somnus grabs up the haste rune on the bottom lane, so we'll be able to maybe connect pretty quickly with the rest of his team on the top side of the map.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Ghost has the Mithril Hammer, almost the Ogre Axe, so about 1400 gold away from that BKB, and when that comes out, there's not really much that's going to stop him. URW won't have any spells that go through it, nor will really the Pangolier. It's really just going to be the Lone Druid that might be able to get a root. Lao farming now in this bottom lane. Now that's fairly safe. There is a ward giving him some protection deeper in the jungle. has some boots for himself and working into the Desolator on the bear. So they want to deal damage. 4-man smoke coming out from RNG. Yeah, this is the Blink Dagger on Kaka. Ace Rune available as well. Chalice has the ultimate. Everything's up. This could be very bad for the side of XtremeGaming. Now comes the haste. There will be a quill available if needed, but not even going to use it. Kaka just blinks in, gets the chain stun, and the Marcy will fall. The pig pole, not enough to get himself away. Vision will be immediately dewarded. And Pangolier shows, does he have a stun? Old 11 has a TP, and yeah. Oh, he actually just walks, jukes back through the trees. Oh my goodness, like ships passing in the night, they walk straight back past each other. They see Old 11 on the lane and think, how did you get there? Bloodright comes out. It is nighttime. Silence. If the Rupture gets caught, there's no way he's living here. Rupture's there. And the Pango will fall. Paparazzi secures the Arcane Rune. Wants to just use that to farm or maybe take a fight at the moment. Laguna is ready once again. Otto. Puck comes through. PYW does a copper combo to the face, but Puck is back out of there once again. With the Blink Dagger, he's very moveable. Has high mobility now. So between the Blink Daggers on the Earthshaker and the Puck. And Chalice now. Triple Blink Dagger to the Nun on the side of XG. So the initiation is coming out in spades at the moment for RNG. They want to be able to get onto this Lina and the bear before he can get the ulti off. This is the trick in these fights. If Lau manages to get the true form before he gets silenced, then it takes a lot of damage to bring him down, particularly now that the bear has a Desolator. Lots of damage available. Wow. To heal himself back up. Level 4 on the Spirit Link. So we see it. 65% shared lifesteal, 20% armor shared, plus that 64 attack speed. There's a smoke coming down to the south from XtremeGaming, but just to link up with Lau, while this is happening, we also talk about the classic trade between Roche and Tier 2. There was no idea XG had that was happening, but they TPing in. Mass rotation's coming. PYW sees it, but there's a BKB on Ghost. Roll comes through with the ultimate from the Brew. Will toss the bear up into the air, actually. It's not dealing any damage. BKB on Paparazzi, trying to kill the Brewlings. Actually, he's got down one. Aegis will be suspended. Kaka, Echo Slam on the back lines. He will just try and walk away, actually. Old 11 not having enough damage, but the Lina falls. Silence once again onto the ground. Bloodright doesn't connect. Lau standing firm in the middle of the fight. But there's the fear. Catches onto 2. Will finish off Chalice. But now it's Lau against the world. DY disposes, goes back away. There's not really anything he can do. The bear goes down. He doesn't want to resummon, knowing that he will die here. Just pumps out the high fives. And once again, it's a 5-man wipe for the side of RNG. Buyback does come out from the Lich to secure that fight, but certainly something they would like to take. Tier 2 does fall in the midst of it. So, it is only still a 3k net worth lead. Oh, PYW, he's just been caught in the mid lane with the blinks in. Oh, you can't get out of there. How's it feel, PYW, when you're the one being caught?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Certainly not having that stellar Earth Spirit game that we've come to expect of him. But Paparazzi still moving, getting these stronger items, and I love to see it. No mucking around with the Shadow Blade this game, going straight into damage. Wants to get this MKB. Knows that he has a level 4 sidekick to throw onto him. And get that MKB, maybe even work on Satanic after that, and just rely on sustaining through. If this Bloodseeker wants to run at you, just stand and click. Stand and deliver. That's the plan at the moment. Bloodseeker now getting close to the Scud. He actually has enough for the first ulti orb. And the tier 1 of RNG is actually still standing here in the mid lane, giving way too much map control for RNG at the moment. Xtreme not able to make the movements they want to do. And once again, we have a 4-man smoke coming out from RNG. Somnus grabbing up the regen. And they're moving on through. Kaka leading the way. Has the Echo in 15. He might just want to slow down. Chalice scouting it out, but he's going to hurt him across. He's hurting him straight into Kaka. Blink through onto the lone druid. He needs to get the ulti off. There it is. True form does come out. PYW is caught in the silence and will go down immediately. There is no buyback. Old 11 tries to roll through, getting the control up, but it's not enough. The ice is coming through and dealing a bunch of damage. Puck does get caught. Old 11 immediately cancels the ult with the rupture coming out. And in the backline, DY trying to get the unleash working. There's the sidekick over onto the bear. If they could just get a root onto Ghost, maybe they could lock him down. You see the side of RNG running though. Without Puck alive, they are quite scared. Root comes onto the lich. They're pinging up in the trees. The blink comes out. Kaka will TP back to the tier 2, knowing that there might be a chase further. 2 for 2, but this time for the side of Xtreme, the Puck does go down. And Paparazzi and Lau are still standing. Cliff forced. URW, he's on the hunt. Has the completed up Yules now as well. T1 tower falls. Lincoln's is complete now on Old 11. So you can roll in. As long as he gets the roll off before the Lincoln's gets procced, he will be able to have an impact in this fight. And he's first itemed it. Arcane boots into Lincoln Sphere. So no mucking around here. He understands that there is a direct counter, and that's the item he needs to be able to do anything. Paparazzi almost has the MKB. Actually, we'll have it after this creep camp. Yeah, the shard is available as well on the lone druid. So getting that self-dispel plus the additional movement speed. Movement and attack speed. So really, really good shard there for the lone druid. Keeps him alive and also amps up the damage coming out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Somnus has an arcane rune bottle and now is going to the Aeon Disc. So this is when you know games are serious. When 24 minutes in, mid players are queuing up an Aeon Disc. This is the I want to win item. It doesn't ever feel very good, but it's the one if you're going to get locked down from full to nothing, make sure that that won't happen. Get the Aeon Disc and you can get off the phase shift, get a blink away, and reset yourself in the fight. Because RNG looked lost then when Somnus fell. Roll coming through from Old 11. There is a blink dagger as well. Try and get onto Ghost. Will he just get it in time? He will get the roll. But not really much follow-up. Earthshaker Kaka goes down in the trees and the tier 1 will fall to the right clicks.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So with Kaka dead for 35, RNG probably don't really want to make any movements. And sort of, without really nothing spectacular happening, XtremeGaming are just sort of taking over the map. You know, there was those 2 5-man wipes that came out onto them from RNG, but look at the gold. It's sort of just leveled out. Early on in the game, 5-man wipes don't quite mean as much as they do, 40 minutes in. X-Nova close to getting the 4-staff, about 180 gold away. Actually, URW, he's feeling it again. He's on the hunt, and the roll catches. There is vision, but not exactly right there. He just felt it. X-Nova dodges. Magnetize was committed. The rest of the team's coming. They know he has no TP. There is wards up on the high ground. Oh, he's hiding. They see him there. Yeah, there it is. Disposes him back, and Lau will get the last hit. So both teams actually have vision up on this top Tinkerwood spot. Interesting to see both with it there. This Sentry not quite seeing over. So PYW might be starting to return to form on this Earth Spirit. He's had a rough early game, but now he's working into a BKB. Yeah, it's like this early game's just never happened. 26-16, but XtremeGaming, they've just managed to maintain their farm. As the PYW rolling through and kicking DY down as he goes over the cliff. Cute. Little cute play there. Love to see it. PYW showing that he has full understanding of the capabilities of his hero on this Earth Spirit. He's an absolute master on it.
Money to burn.
Chalice, not yet the completed Wraith Pack. Just went for the Vlad, so may end up finishing that later in that late game damage reduction, and the 5-man smoke comes out. Somnus, he has the Aeon Disc locked at the moment. So waiting for himself to get stunned, unlock it, and get that instant dispel. Level 3 Coil is also online. Level 2 Echo Slam. Yeah, X-Nova has the ulti as well. Stunned actually comes out immediately onto Puck. And in the backline, Primal Split's committed. Lau might just try and deal with these pesky Brewlings. Paparazzi's found Ghost, and he wants to hit. But oh, who can fight here harder? Paparazzi's trying to stand deliver, but the MKB wasn't enough. Rolling come through from 11. He catches out. It's a 3-man echo from Kaka. He finds everyone. The coil's collected on top. There's a blood right coming down, silencing on 2, but the bear is still alive. How strong does he feel it? He's 1v5. Lau, he resummons. And will walk away. Chalice blinking back in, but now the ulti's gone, and that's no bear. Somnus, they just kited it out, jump back in. And that's 105 seconds on the bear. Roche is available. Tier 2s are begging. And we see once again a 5-man wipe over on the side of XtremeGaming, and no one even died from RNG. Ghost was trying so hard just to fight up against this Bloodseeker, but the completed Skadi was a little too strong. Couldn't do the damage that was needed. He's queued up the Satanic. This is the plan. Stand and fight on this Lina. But unlike the previous 5-man wipes, this time an Aegis goes onto Ghost, and it was hard enough to kill him once. In fact, they didn't even achieve it, so killing him twice is going to be quite troublesome. Yule Scepter being worked on for Old 11. So this offlane Pango is certainly not looking to be the damage dealer this game. The control, no Basher, no Diffusal. And being jumped on by Somnus. Silence comes out with the Witchblade hits. He will use the roll-up, and then Rolling Thunder. As a TP, we'll just try and clear the wave a little bit before he TPs out. He's got to be careful. That duration was running down. Brewmaster, Chalice. 800 gold away from the AC, so that's just going to buff up this Bloodseeker even more. Kaka has the mobility of the Force Staff and the Blink now, so no getting away from him. Old 11 doesn't have a roll. He needs to be careful. Sitting out in the trees here will show himself and Blink immediately away. They ping it out though. He's got to run. No TP. No Rolling Thunder. And 4-man smoke after claiming the outpost will be committed from RNG, but they're just faking back to the top lane. They see Old 11 here. Kaka starts with the fissure, Echo to follow, and there's Pangolier with Puck blinking in as well. Didn't stand a chance. 120 seconds left until that one is ready once again, but they're happy to. I don't think XtremeGaming are going to want to fight into this Aegis. Will popped on the bottom lane. PYW will get the Yules over onto Puck, and the follow-up stun from Kaka with that shard. Make sure that PYW does not make his way away there, and there's the old TikTok. I think that's the best BM sound that we have from the Battle Pass. Is that TikTok? Is that your time slipping away in this qualifier? TikTok, TikTok. DY. Actually not going for damage either. Gets the Hood of Defiance. So the Pangolier and the Marcy are both not going to scale terribly well into the late game. They're going to be heavily relying on Paparazzi and the Lone Druid, who's got the Philosopher's Stone tucked in his back pocket at the moment. Lone Druid, he's quite the philosopher. He likes to think deeply about things as he's off in the woods by himself. They have to expect that someone's in the wood line here. Old 11, they ping it out. Yeah, they know. And Kaka with the follow-up fissure does connect. Somnus is on top of it. Fissure. Onto the high ground. Actually kicked back in. The Laguna catches with the LSA. Rolling Thunder is going to be silenced. Primal Split comes out onto the high ground. And Lina just focusing onto that Wind Panda, so no more Wind Panda in this fight. Lau has a resummon available if he needs it. And that's an excellent catch there for XtremeGaming. I don't think that RNG are going to push their luck anymore. With the Primal Split down, Aegis expended. Yeah, you got the Pangolier. But the push is kind of over. They probably just pull back, do a little bit of farming. Octarine on Puck, as well as the Enchanted Quiver. So between that Enchanted Quiver and the Witch Blade, 6.75 second cooldown, 3 second cooldown on the Enchanted Quiver. Puck is becoming quite the right clicker. X-Nova, Eye of the Vizier for the extra 125 cast range. So, long range Sinister Gazes. This guy's getting you from downtown. Like you stare into his undead skeleton, lich skeleton eyes and wonder what could have been. Invis Rune on Kukri's just waiting. Has the Echo available and the chain stun to match if needed. Paparazzi, Satanic online, now working towards his own AC. I wonder if there's going to be a Daedalus in here somewhere. I feel like he needs the Daedalus to have the damage to get through this Bloodseeker, particularly when the BKB is active. Smoke comes up. 5-man, PYW, roll and lead the way. Spirit Bear has the Basher and the Nullifier, so if Lau can get on top of pretty much any target with this Spirit Bear, damage and control will be there. Alt 11. They still try and get that PYW. Rolling Thunder comes out. If they can catch this Puck, they commit it. But they go south. Actually, looking to get a catch onto Lich. Lau follows up with a Nullifier. 4-stuff. Only just gets him over the high ground. Kaka has the Fissure on the back line. The True Form does get caught. Lich goes down. Has a buyback. Immediately uses it. Chalice is getting feared and will get rooted, actually. The bash and the roots coming out. They're going to work, but the stun is there. He's got to be careful. And he just will go down. Paparazzi dies as well. And it's not a good fight for Xtreme. They tried to force that a little too much. Going into this high ground with a lack of vision. And they just got punished. That felt really desperate from XtremeGaming. And honestly, I don't think they actually needed to be that desperate. Pangolier did TP away. Luckily, didn't get the first hit bash from the Bloodseeker. And the top lane of Rax will just start to fall. Secondary Glyph is used, but they will have a Spirit Bear on respawn. So they will be able to fight with their POS 1. Chalice blinks in, trying to get the follow-up onto PYW after that Fissure caught him. Will just be the 1 Rax for now. 17k gold lead now, so particularly at this stage in the game, 35 minutes in, this means quite a lot. You know, 17k gold lead. That's going to be pretty much an additional item on most of the heroes. Even look at the supports. Yeah, they're 3k ahead of their counterparts on the supports, so even the supports have an additional item, and it's often those support items that can be the magic maker in a team fight. Netherlands on the Earthshaker, just getting that slightly extra reach. Gem on Alt 11, committing to get the D wards out, but they're just stuck in their base. Lau will sort of sneak out in this top lane, try to get that level 20. What does he go for? The minus 50 second cooldown. So now True Form, 50 second, 40 second duration. So I got a 10 second downtime, so pretty hard to get caught without it being up, but 10 seconds is enough to die. Saying that though, he did die in that last fight in the True Form. RNG are just waiting. 5-man smoke comes out from Xtreme once again. Feels very desperate. They're the ones making the moves here. EY and PYW looking for a catch. If they could blow up one off the start, and they actually catch him with the scan. They know they're coming, and they try and claim the high ground first. PYW is up there. Chalice gets off the... It's a 3-man coil, actually. Snap immediately. DY, and there goes the death onto Pangolier. We'll buy back. The bear is caught in the middle of the fight. Will they commit onto it? Lau. They actually are trying to kill it. Jumping up on the high ground, Somnus with the silence through over onto the Marcy. Ogre still time to get away. Chalice has no ultimate. He has committed at this point. PYW rolls through but misses everything. Rolling Thunder. And Paparazzi's popped the Satanic. He's trying to do enough, but the Echo Slam catches onto the 2 cores. He will buy back into the fight. This is now or never. Lau trying to live. Has another bear resummon, but not alive. Kaka catches another stun onto 2. Alt 11 and PYW will be falling godlike on Somnus, and the GGs come out. Game 1 will go to RNG. XtremeGaming will fall. And it's 1-0 to RNG in this best of 5.